This episode of the Film Roll is brought to you by Cortez Martel. If you're looking for a nice, comfortable sweatsuit or just nice, comfortable wear, then log on to cortezmartel.com. This segment of the Film Roll is brought to you by Ubuntu Cigars. If you want a nice premium cigars, you gotta go Ubuntu. I don't care if you home in your own privacy or if you're out of the cigar bar. Make sure you tap in. Ubuntu, the only way to go. What's going on? It's your boy Tez the Writer, and welcome to the Film Roll Podcast, where indie filmmakers meet global cinema, and this is your co-host.
Yes, hello. I am happy to be the angel that's in here joining Tez today in each and every episode. My name is Sierra. You can find me everywhere as Sierra is an artist, but you know, he likes to call me Sierra Kabadu like everybody else.
Yes, Miss Kabadu. I got a question. You know what? Like, how was your weekend? Like, what you like?
How was my weekend? First of all, I was sick. That's number one. I was sick. I was not feeling well, but somehow I made it to go to the Brandy and Monica concert. So for that, wow. I'm really excited.
Oh, that was major. That was major.
And you know that.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Of course. All the millennial baddies was in the building.
They did all of like the classic hits, everything.
Yes.
This boy is
mine.
And
you know that.
This boy
and you know
is
that.
Mine.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I'm working, just staying down, taking care of a lot of things, you know, on the production side, other projects. But it was definitely good. And you know what's so crazy? What I want to ask you, and I've been saying, but you know, the world don't know yet, or our podcast audience doesn't know. You know what I want to ask her today, everyone? She was I caught her in the film, a movie that she acted in. You didn't tell me you was an actress. I already know about you being, you know, a rap artist. That's another thing we're going to talk about. But an actress to your resume? Like, tell me about it. Like, I saw that, and I think you did a great job. Like,
thank you. So I'm assuming by that, because just if we gonna keep it real, I've been in more than one film. I am an actress. No, honestly, so I wouldn't even consider myself to be an actress. I really just want to be a to be regular. Like, that's my dream.
What?
Yeah, like I want somewhere between 2 and 5 lines. You know, like that's literally what I want to do. And I guess that is classified as an actress, but like I don't know if I want to get into like that. But yeah, so the movie is called Rent-A-Bay.
Okay.
You know, the Kai Terrell has these Bay series, and Rent-A-Bay was basically a movie about, you know, renting a spouse or a girlfriend or whatever or a boyfriend. Actually, it was for girls that wanted to rent guys. But yeah, rent a boyfriend for the day. And I played the little sister, nice little comic relief. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
You like, I saw it, right, and it's dope because like the Kyrell Tyree, he has he's dope. He's a dope filmmaker. He's doing his thing. One of my brothers and other actors, Neil Carr, is also in it.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, Neil Carr's in it. You were in it. Who else? I saw a lot of people in it that I do know. And I mean, he's doing his thing. I love that franchise, you know, that he got going on.
Yeah, they're about to release one called Christmas Bay. So I know that should be cool. I like the Bay series is cute. Right. Sometimes I'm like, God, you need a woman to join you so that you can have like a woman's perspective. But, you know, that's just me being biased. Kai does a really good job. Shout out to Kai. Shout out to Kai, y'all.
Shout out. Another thing that, you know, our podcast audience don't know about Miss Sierra Kabadu, she's a journalist. Like, don't you got a degree in like mass communication or something? I don't know. Like
Mm-hmm.
inform the world. Like she's just not just no rap artist now. Y'all know that she's an actress now, but a journalist. Like she has a degree. Like talk to him. I don't know. Like
See,
something.
here you go. Like this is like an interview. I don't. Yeah. So I have a degree in journalism and I minored in political science. Yes, I
Sharp.
love to be in
Sharp.
people's business.
You hear that? That's why she here on the film reel. She loves to be in people's business. You gonna keep giving them the real or what? Is you gonna give them the real?
Am I gonna give them the real? I don't even
Yeah.
know what that means. Let's talk about you and your weekend. How was your weekend?
It was good.
It was good.
It
You
was
keep
good.
saying I was
I was
into this and I was
working.
into that. What does that
Because
mean?
I've been
Give us
working
the
on top
details.
secret projects.
What top secret projects? Are they film projects?
Well, yeah, I got a couple film projects, and I could. Yeah, she's very inquisitive and she wants to be in my business now, but I can give you a little bit. So I'm working on some upcoming projects, feature films that I'm developing. Love drama. I can give you. I can talk a little bit about a
A
love.
love drama. Okay.
Yeah.
Into it. Into
Yes.
it. Into it. Keep talking.
It's a love drama.
Is this your first love drama?
My second. My second. My first one is it's just like being in love. The first one, like your first girlfriend.
Oh,
That
really? Was
puppy
that
love.
what it, so it was no, so it wasn't
I
giving
don't want
50.
them to think
It
about this.
wasn't,
This is not
no,
about my
no,
my
real quick.
first.
So it wasn't really like 50 Cent. It wasn't like, oh, this is a story about drugs and people being murdered. It just happens to be a love story in the
It's a love
background.
story. It's a love
It's a
story.
legit love story.
Okay, just
I'm
because
into
I got
that.
the probe is out and the probe is a
I'm
crime
not even
drama.
just talking about the probe, but go ahead.
Everybody, because it's a crime
Everybody
drama.
judging you, Neil.
They think they haven't seen the rest.
Typecasting you.
They haven't seen the rest of my work. I got crime drama. That's one. I got love stories. I got sci-fi.
Let's go.
Huh?
We're gonna get into
Horror.
that. We're gonna get into that in this show
Horror.
today. Yes.
I
Come
got
come
horror.
on.
Sci-fi. I got a lot of different things. Oh, and rom-com. Definitely the romantic comedy. I got comedy too and romantic comedy. So the love drama. I think the genre of like the movies. Let's say Love Jones. Like
I'm glad you brought that up because that's what my little known fact is gonna be about today.
Love Jones.
Yep, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off though.
Oh,
Continue what you were
I'm not
saying.
gonna pry. I'm not gonna pry right now. Then.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pry. I want to do no spoiler alerts. But let's love and basketball. Let's go there.
Yeah. What about it?
Sanaa Lathan. Let's go there.
I don't know what Let's
Omar
Go
Epps.
There.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like,
just
that,
in general.
That right there. That was so classic. That feel is gone. Like when you turn on your television and you look on these streaming networks or just networks. Period. You don't see it no more. So I'm going to bring that back. Let's get back to
I love
that.
that.
Yeah, let's get
I
back
love
to
that you did that.
Yep.
So I'm bringing into my little known fact since we're transitioning at this point, and I feel like it has to do with what you just said.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this, and I'm like, first of all, I love Love Jones. I think a lot of black girls love Love Jones. The director Theo Witcher, right? So when the film first came out, it wasn't immediately a box office hit, right? But he was only 26, and that's his first film ever. Like that was his first,
Wow.
which speaks to his talent. So afterwards, it was people who were offering him, and this is according to this article, there were people who were offering him to do love stories after that, but unfortunately, they only wanted him to do it with a mixed couple.
Wow.
They didn't want to put funding behind another black love story. And so he just transitioned into making different types of
They wanted
movies.
to water it down. They wanted to water
It's not necessarily watering it down. It's just telling a different story. Like that's like me being like, yeah, Taz, I'll green like you doing a rom-com, but it has to be like Jungle Fever.
Right.
Like it can't be, or even if it's not deliberately, it's just.
I got a question for you. Do you know if it had something to do with like the studio or production company he was working with?
Yeah. It literally is just like at the time, a lot of people in Hollywood, when they want to invest in things, they want to invest in things that they know are going to make a lot of money. Yeah. And for a long time, people thought that the only people who want to see a black love story is a black audience. And if you believe that, then you believe that you limit you're wrong, obviously. Yep. But at the time, they believed that. So if you believe that, then why would you do an all black cast or all black love story if you feel like that's limiting the audience You know what I mean? That you're going to get to watch the movie. Whereas if I do something like Hitch and I throw Will Smith in a love story, but then I throw somebody Hispanic like Eva Mendes, and then I throw the I can't remember the white man's name is, but you put him in there, and now we got a mixed cast, and now we got a mixed audience, and now it's bigger.
It's global, more ticket sales, box office, and that's what it's all about. It's it's about the money. It's about that moolah, and that's what they want.
Right.
It's a business
For sure.
at the end of the day. So
For sure.
yeah.
What's your fact?
What's my facts
Yeah, your little known fact.
on what Love Jones?
No, just in general. This is the segment where you tell your little known fact or statistic.
I got a few different facts.
Okay.
So my drop gem topic is protecting your work, protecting your IP, your intellectual properties. I don't care if you have a novel out or you writing a novel. I don't care if it's a spec script, which is a spec script is a movie script that you write that you intend to sell to someone. For everybody out there that don't know, what a spec script is. The same thing with a treatment. The same thing with a show Bible, and the same thing with sitcoms. So it's very, very important once a filmmaker or writer or director creates this type of IP to go immediately to protect their product, their material. And you can do this by going to, copyright.gov. But the other place to go is the Writers Guild. You got the Writers Guild East if you live on the East Coast, and you got the Writers Guild West. So that's what I did for all my work. Everything that I ever put out, I protected it. I protected it so nobody can come with plagiarism, and I'm not worrying about no infringements.
When you do this Writers Guild or whatever that stuff is do you have to be part of SAG-AFTRA to be able to upload your stuff? Because if you're independent, right, and you just starting out and you don't belong to these groups, it's like, can you just write it and just say, oh, I'm just about to put it up there?
Well, yeah. Well, it's two things. So SAG, that's definitely that's a union for the actors.
Right.
The writer, that's SGA. So for the writers, you got WGA, and for the directors, DGA, and for the producers, PGA.
Got it.
Everybody had their own union.
So do you have to belong to WGA to be able to upload your stuff? Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. Anybody can get on their website or whatever and download that actual application and upload their material. I suggest that everybody do it.
I'm assuming that it costs money.
Yeah, it don't cost too much. What, maybe $20?
Okay,
$15.
That's good to know.
I think the copyright office charges maybe like $40 or $50. It's been a while now. But that's the best thing to do. Even before, don't pitch that to nobody. Don't go on no pitch meetings with nobody that you don't know, that's not established. Even if you're going to go pitch it to another producer, director, or a network. I don't care if it's Atlanta, LA. I don't care where you going. Make sure your work is protected.
Sounds good to me.
Even before you go see your attorney. Because here's the thing about that, right? When you get in the position, like as for myself, once I've gotten into a position to showcase my work in front of different networks, to start having pitch meetings, in LA, or in New York with a real deals go down at. You want to make sure everything is solid. I've done that. So once they understand that, and I know the business, the next thing they supposed to offer, if someone's for real, they're going to offer you a deal memo. And your deal memo would have points. And that was something that was sent my way once I seen that they were serious. And it goes over to your attorney, and your attorney brings it to you. And a deal memo, for everyone that don't know what a deal memo is, that's listening and watching, it is your points, your royalties, the things that you can do, promotions, all your obligations, things that the network wants or expects from you, and things that you push back with. So it's basically deliverables, things like that.
Okay.
So it's very, very important to protect your work. That's the gem I'm dropping. Protect your work. Protect your work, people. It's the film reel. I ain't holding that back. We're not holding no information back. It's free information. Please protect your work, and then give it to the world. So, this next section right here, is very, very important, and I think the world needs to really hear it on an amplified platform. This platform, of course. A lot of people don't want to address this topic, but we have to address it.
Okay.
This one right here is dedicated to filmmakers, producers, writers in the past, present, and it's called "The Giants Who Got Robbed by Hollywood." Let me say that again.
Clocked it.
The Giants Who Got Robbed by Hollywood.
I like how you said that with some anger.
You feel me?
Go ahead.
You know, what really grabbed my attention to really want to address this particular issue about the thievery, about the plagiarism. So I was inspired by Eric Monte. So for those who don't know who Eric Monte is a legend, is basically the king of black sitcoms. And I'm not saying that with a light tongue. I'm talking heavy. I'm talking about Eric Monte, who grew up in Chicago. Cabrini Green Projects, which is no longer around. He is responsible for the cult classic Cooley High.
Right.
Cooley High, Co-Chief, Preacher.
Listen,
Cooley High.
definitely a classic.
Yo, he wrote that, right? But he didn't stop there.
Okay.
I love Cooley. That's one of my favorite movies, right? You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Good Times.
Okay.
J.J. Evans.
Listen,
I got
we love.
Good Times.
Ain't we lucky we got him?
Ain't we lucky we got him? Good Times. He did that. No, because this is dear to the heart.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What we about to address right now is dear to the heart. So, the Jeffersons.
Okay.
He created George Louis Jefferson. Guess what?
Let's go.
You know how he created them?
Let's go.
All in the Family, Archie Bunker and Edith Bunker.
I heard there was a relation to that, but I always thought it was the other way around. But go ahead.
He the one that created them as the neighbors.
No, I got that. I just always thought that one. I always thought that I don't know why, but I thought that one came from. I thought the other one was there first, but I do know that they're related. I do know one is a spinoff of the other.
Yeah, All in the Family was there first, and then the Jeffersons, George Louis Jeffersons, was created as neighbors, and then they became the Jeffersons.
Got it.
He wrote that. Then also, What's Happening?
Oh, I love What's Happening. I love What's Happening with Raj and them glasses. What was the name of that? What was the name of that? It was the lady that was the funniest to me with the afro.
Oh, Shirley.
Yes, Shirley was my favorite.
But guess what?
What?
He not only did What's Happening, he did What's Happening Now when they got older.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's when they got older.
Okay. I don't think
ready?
I've seen it. But go ahead. Okay, Sanford and Son.
He did Sanford and Son.
So he rich then.
He's one of the giants who got robbed by Hollywood. Unfortunately, he made money. He had got about 2.5 points for I believe Good Times, and he got like a point or whatever for the Jeffersons or Sanford and Son. And he ran into some problems. You know, you got to remember, he was black back then, and he was coming from Cabrini Green Projects from Chicago, entering into Hollywood, and they didn't see him as the same. Pay disparity. They didn't want to pay him his worth. No matter how many cult classics he created, back to back, ones that we all grew up on, or our parents grew up on, and they didn't want to pay him. So they got into a pissing match. And he felt as though that his value was being unappreciated, that they were taking advantage of him, taking advantage of our culture, our content, and everything else. And they didn't want to offer him no money. And by the time he looked up, they said, a couple of the producers on that particular show said, hey, listen, we'll give you $1 million. Just cool out. Because he wanted to file a lawsuit. So allegedly he then put a lawsuit against ABC, NBC, and went after them. So then his lawyer, his attorney, who Hollywood appointed, or that was
That's usually how it works. They
yeah,
usually give you
that
your attorney,
yeah, he came
just
from
like in
them,
music.
and just like the criminal justice, you get a public defender. No disrespect to the public defender, because y'all work so hard, but they give you somebody with like very very little experience, or that don't have that type of clout. Um, I guess he was a part of the boys club or whatever. So what he done was telling him, listen, man, just take the money. It's gonna go away. Take the $1,000,000. He said, all right, no problem. I'll take the $1,000,000
Settlement.
to settlement with the other producers, but I still want to do something with against the networks. And he said, don't worry about it. So by the time they went to arbitration or settlement, whatever, guess what they did?
What?
They put everybody on there, the producers, the networks.
So everybody sued the network, so they all had to split the money.
He sued the network. He wanted to sue both of them at the same time. But what happened was, they wanted to split it. They wanted to, like, excuse me, he wanted to split it. The lawyer wanted him to split it, right?
With who? With the lawyer or with the other people?
With them.
Who's them?
With the other producers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what they did was consolidated it and told him, this is a one-shot deal. Ain't no going after everybody. And he pressured him so much that he just ended up taking the deal, taking $1 million. And the next thing you know, he went to MacArthur Park in LA. And then he looked up, he said he had spent almost $700. All he had was $700,000 left. Then he started smoking crack. Then he was on Skid Row. Then he moved to Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Then I think he's in Atlanta now, and he's like 81 or 86, something like that.
He's not still on crack though.
No, he's not.
God bless him.
He's not. What happened after that? After he took the money and the crack thing, they blackballed him. Excuse me, I left something out. So after he took the money, he couldn't get work nowhere else.
Right.
Nobody wanted to work with him. And that's what happened. They blackballed him, and he did go on to write a couple episodes on Moesha, a couple episodes on the Wayans brothers and Benson. He did do that.
Okay.
But shout out to Eric Monte. And I want to do his documentary. His documentary, like,
yeah, somebody should.
heavy.
That would be dope.
Nobody's stepping up. And guess what? A lot of these filmmakers, they know about him. You can Google him.
Well, not just that. It's probably a hard documentary to get greenlit, because in it you're going to have to cover the people who did it wrong, and chances are the people who are going to fund it are going to be the people who did it wrong. So either they're going to want you to water down the story, or they're not going to want to tell the story at all. This reminds me, because one of the people that I think about, and especially when we talk about this story and the way that we're talking about this story, is Sophia Stewart. You know who Sophia Stewart is?
No, I don't. Like, educate me.
So it's not even, no, I know you heard of it. You probably just don't have the name, because everybody knows like a portion of this story.
Okay.
So Sophia Stewart is the woman who is the mother of the Matrix. She has a book called The Mother of the Matrix.
Yes.
Right. So Sophia Stewart, so this is where it gets crazy. So Sophia Stewart is like a young genius, right? Like in the metaphysics, all those things. She grew up in New York, very smart little girl. And a lot of times when kids are very smart, paying attention in school becomes really hard. So they start focusing on arts because they let their minds wander, etc. And so again, she was really into like metaphysics and all this other stuff. So she started to write these stories about the end of the world and what happens with robots and all these other, just all these different things. So she wrote a script, right? And she sent it, she wrote it. This is why it goes back to what you said about protect your work. Because back then they ain't had a writer's guild or whatever it is that you're saying. They had it in it like that. But she wrote this script. Now we talk about like in 1983.
Wow.
In 1983. So she writes a little, first she writes like a little book thing. It's called The Third Eye Matrix. Okay. Right? So get this. We going back. It's called The Third Eye Matrix. Okay. Mind you, this is where it gets crazy. Everybody knows about where people be like, yeah, a black woman wrote The Matrix, but does everybody know that this particular story also had her write The Terminator? So what people don't know is that The Matrix is supposed to be what happened after The Terminator, but all of this is supposed to be in her script. So basically, she sent the script out and nobody responded back or whatever, and then boom, The Terminator comes out. So she thinks so
Whoa.
she's like, okay, well maybe it's some sort of coincidence, and she let it go.
Right.
But then the Matrix comes out, and the name of the person in the Matrix is Neo. The name of the person in Third Eye Matrix name is Neo. So now
That's
she
classic.
right. So now she sues. So now she sues,
Ooh.
right? So as she's suing Warner Brothers, she's suing the Wachowski brothers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now this goes back to what you said. It's all about who you know sometimes, not what you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes and creates all the, she has her attorney. They do the evidence and everything. And when they're supposed to have a follow up for the hearing, she and her lawyer doesn't show up to the follow up of the hearing. So they end up, well, and it makes you wonder, like, why do they not show up? So what ends up happening is Warner Brothers and the Wachowski brothers win.
They won.
But get this about them
A
winning.
default
Hold up,
judgment.
hold up. Not only they win, let's say $3 million. But somehow, this is how you know, this is how I feel like y'all should know y'all guilty. Because how y'all win $3 million, but y'all don't collect? Y'all don't even force her to collect it. Y'all don't do none of that. Y'all consider that water under the bridge.
Get out
So
the
now,
way.
so now,
Yeah.
right. So now what ended up happening was she ended up suing her lawyer. Because it was her lawyer who was supposed to know for her to show up to the, you know what I mean? Like her lawyer
Ineffective assistance of
somehow,
counsel.
ironically,
Classic.
weirdly dropped the ball. So then she ended up suing her lawyer, and I think she got a little bit of money from that. It couldn't have been that
You're
much.
talking about
And
a
now she wrote a
$1
book,
billion. That's $1 billion.
and the book is called The Mother of the Matrix.
franchise.
Oh, yeah.
That is $1 billion from Terminator to Matrix. $1 billion franchise. You know what's so crazy? And I saw something on that, and I was like, wow. But I was trying to just clarify some things. But that's a travesty. And another giant that a lot of people don't talk about. Not only Robert Towns. Not only
I love Robert Townsend.
Melvin Van Peebles, but which is
Yeah.
he started a lot. He's definitely like one of the forefathers of it. But Robert Townsend, we're talking about
Hollywood Shuffle.
Yes, we're talking about Hollywood Shuffle.
The Parenthood.
We're talking about Parenthood, but we're talking about the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh, for sure.
We're talking about the 5
Dang.
Heartbeats. Like, we're talking about Meteor Man. He was the first person, since we're talking about sci-fi, science fiction, he was the first black filmmaker to put out, to make a black superhero. And it went nowhere. They didn't back him. Like, until you seen, like, later on down the line, Marvel with Blade and Bussy stuff. Like, but he was the first one to do it, and he got underfunded. He didn't get nothing. Like, it was crazy what they done to him. He got robbed.
For sure. Interesting. I don't know if you know this. First of all, shout out to everybody at Black Star Film Fest. They did a fundraiser charity, a gala this weekend that just passed, and they honored Robert Townsend.
What?
Yeah, and he was
wow.
one of the they honored him. They honored Michelle and Dencello. It was super, super good. But I want to get into the fun portion of our segment, which is usually like, the recast, and talk about the fun portion a little bit.
The fun portion, wow. We're talking about the giants who got robbed in Hollywood. You know what? You know what I want to recast?
What?
I would like to recast the 5 Heartbeats.
Really?
I would like to recast the 5 Heartbeats.
Okay.
Yeah. In honor of Robert Townsend. I think that like JD.
Who
Like
played Eddie
we got
Kane?
JD.
Go ahead.
Oh, Eddie Kane. Oh. Okay. I think that Eddie Kane, you know who I like as Eddie Kane?
Who?
Because he dealt with a lot of dysfunctional issues, but he dealt with a lot of he's how I want to say this. He has he had that level of brilliance to him, but it was just like a complicated brilliance. No, I would recast Eddie Kane with. I would put Chris Brown as.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
I would use
I
Chris Brown.
wouldn't have thought that you would have said that.
Chris Breezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
he's brilliant. Everybody fight demons and go through things, but he's that type of brilliant person, and I think that he would kill that role. With Duck, when Robert Townsend played, Dansom Idris. I would. You
That's
know
the
what? You
same
know what? You
person
know
from
what? You know
before.
what?
From the from the.
You know.
Okay.
No. I would. No. What? No. I wouldn't bring him as a duck. You know. I would bring it as duck. John David Washington.
Okay. Oh, I can see that. Actually, I can see him as
Yeah.
preacher too. But go ahead.
Yeah. John David Washington. Because he's strong. He's a leader. You know, Duck held down the five heartbeats. He wrote everything. He
But
made sure they
Doug
was
was
on point.
also mild tempered.
And so is John David
Yeah, that's why
Washington.
I said I thought it was
And
good, John.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, definitely we use him. I think for Choir Boy, Lucky Day.
Really?
Lucky Day.
Okay.
It's between, listen, I wouldn't be mad at, I love Lucky Day, but Luke James can pull it off too.
Okay. Yes, I can see Luke
Luke
James. I
James,
can see Luke James.
Luke James can pull it off. I like Lucky Day for him, but Luke James can, it's up in the air, but I like Luke James too.
No,
Luke
I think
James
like Luke
would
James is a
kill it. He
good
has the
John.
voice, he has the prowess, he had everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not in.
So
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm into that. If I were to do, and I'm only going to give one for yours, and I'm going to talk about mine.
Okay.
I feel like a person who would be like a good Eddie Kane would be Yaz the Greatest, Brashear
Eddie
Gray.
Kane. Oh wow.
I feel like he could do that.
He could fit that.
I feel like he could do that because that's another person who had like obviously has some troubled issues, but outside of the issues, even when he was playing Hakeem on Empire, he has main character energy. Like Eddie Kane was making it clear, I'm the best voice.
Yeah.
I'm the best voice on the show, and I feel like Brashear Gray could carry that. Carry that because come on now, but that's the only one I'm gonna throw in there.
I'm not mad at that.
So the movie that I picked, because again, we're talking about people who are robbed by Hollywood or people who are not appreciated. And one of my favorite directors who is not appreciated is Rusty Cundiff. And Rusty Cundiff, one of my favorite movies by Rusty Cundiff is Sprung. And all of my favorite quotes is from Sprung. That's when Adina, when the Adina was, well, what's her real name? Paula. I can't think of her last name, but Paula, and she was like, in the part when she's with Joe Torre, and they like doing it on that bearskin rug, and she's like, Adina, and he was like, say it, Clyde.
Did he have a
Clyde.
on?
Yes, that was so. I love that movie, and that's when she went in, and that's when right after they, did the do or whatever, where he was calling her a skeezer and all this other stuff. So then she went to go to she filed a police report against him to get him locked up and stuff. And she showed up in that outfit and she was like, "Excuse me, officer, I would like to make an identification." And they had John Witherspoon in there acting like he was the person from the police precinct. And he was like, "All right, number 2, say the line." And the line was like, and you had to grab. He was like, "Grab your dick and your balls and say the line." And he was like, "Girl, I know you want these nuts." That was the line. Anyway, I love that movie. And if I had to recast that movie, I would do for Paula, I would probably do Taraji.
Okay.
Even though it's weird because they're like the same age, but in my mind, it's like if I were to do that movie the same way, but like a different people, I would definitely do Taraji because she has that same flair and all that stuff. But if it was the guy, I would have to pick somebody that you kind of love to hate. And a person that I love to hate is Bill Bellamy. I can see that movie done again with Bill Bellamy and Taraji P. Henson. That'd be funny to me.
That's crazy. And you know what? I want to do something a little different right now. I want to do like a little dedication.
Okay.
Because this episode is about the Giants who got robbed by Hollywood, and I want to personally talk about a few things. I want to talk about this is heavy because I watched Viola Davis. Like, they got her up as an EGOT, like all the way up there.
For sure.
Like,
is she an EGOT? Does she have all of them?
They what?
Okay, I didn't know that Viola Davis got that. I know that Whoopi Goldberg has an EGOT. I didn't know that Viola Davis got all 4. Shout out to that queen.
She done everything. She did theater and everything, and she went up there, and I believe it was her Oscar speech. And she went up there and said, "Yo, she to this day, she said she got the Oscar for Fences, and then she killed How to Get Away with Murder. They say, yo, she said, no matter what I've done, I've got everything. Tony's everything, but they said I'm up there with the same level of Meryl Streep, but she doesn't get paid like that.
Yeah.
Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
When she did Benjamin Button, the same thing she addressed. She said, yo,
yeah,
she said she gets a fraction of pay that her white counterparts get. And then she hasn't been getting roles, that type of level roles since Benjamin Button. Same thing with Megan Good and Journey Smollett, Eve's Bio. They supposed to have been out of here. They killed it. They supposed to have been out of here, but they typecasting them. They got Megan on it. They keeping her as like she's just the video vixen. They won't give her no leading roles. They won't give Journey Smollett. They won't let her breathe. I think she was on, what is it, Lovecraft Mines or Love? They canceled it.
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft
You
Country.
said Love Minecraft.
Yeah, they canceled it. And that's
that was
another thing
really,
with
that was
the director.
good. Lovecraft Country was so good.
She killed it. But Angela Bassett,
yeah,
she ain't get robbed once. She got robbed twice.
Oh, more than
what
twice.
Love's got to do with it.
For sure.
Waiting to Exhale. And what I'm missing? What Love got to do with it? Waiting to Exhale.
Not How Stella Got Her Groove Back, although she was excellent in How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
I still got her
Tina,
groove back.
yeah.
I wanted. Let's put it in there.
Oh, because she also was in Ali.
She was also in. What is she was in?
Let's get into the hot topics though, because we still didn't get to the hot topics, and I know that you got them Jones when, because you called me about these hot topics. You called me about this shit yesterday, so you might as well.
These hot topics is crazy. You like, is Hollywood fading out? Like, is Hollywood? Is the industry? Is the TV and film industry in Hollywood fading out? This is the hot topic on the studio level,
right?
Because it started with Tyler Perry. When Tyler Perry, went to Atlanta and built his own studio because of whatever was going on in Hollywood, the shenanigans or whatever. He took his career and his IP in his own hands. So he built his own studio. Then you have 50 Cent. 50 Cent is down in Shreveport, Louisiana right now building, I believe it's G Unit Film Studios. He about to go crazy.
Them people are pissed off about that.
He getting it done. He know the game, and he was just I don't know if Tyler's mentoring him, but they were seeing
he's
together.
bringing money. He's bringing money there, right? And a lot of people are saying that he picked that place specifically because there's a lot of tax incentives. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the only thing about things like that is that, yeah, there's a lot of tax incentives. You do end up, being able to cut back. But the more that you continue to build out your space, that means a lot less space where people to live. You know what I'm saying? And then not just that, the property values go up, which is good if you also already own a home, but it's not good if you're looking to buy a home. One of the hot topics that I wanted to bring up about that was somebody had complained about that, about Hollywood, about, people withdrawing, doing their movies in Hollywood, the disinvestment in actually doing it in Hollywood. And this guy had made a statement about how a lot of people start shooting movies overseas. And that is what influenced Donald Trump to start trying to put tariffs on all the films that are done overseas. That's 120%. Now, granted, he ain't do it yet, and he keep threatening it, and can't nobody believe half the stuff he say, but that's neither here nor there.
That's funny you said that because also, Saudi Arabia is building $1 billion studio over in Saudi Arabia.
They was talking about the one that they was being built in Qatar. Yeah. And that was the one that they were like, yeah, we going 120% tariff.
Guess what? You got Dave Chappelle a part of this, Jonathan Lathan, Mark Wahlberg. You got big kahunas back in this play overseas to build that studio over there. Also, Jersey, Netflix is building a major studio in Jersey.
Get out of here.
Like
I know we got Netflix house here in Philly. Oh, well, what is that, King of Prussia?
Yeah, like they're going crazy right now. But another thing, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to give you my answer, and I want you to give me your answer.
Okay. And close out the show.
Yes. My 4 giants who got robbed by Hollywood, Mount Rushmore is. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Melvin Van Peebles,
Mm-hmm.
Robert Townsend,
Mm-hmm.
Eric Monte,
Mm-hmm.
Spike Lee.
Okay. That's good. That's a good four.
Because he got robbed for Malcolm X and he got robbed for Do the Right Thing.
Got it. Love it.
Who's your four? Do you have
My
four for me?
Yeah. So my
Okay.
four, number one will be Oscar Micheaux, the first and the original, the person who had to sell their films out of their trunk.
That's heavy.
That's first and foremost. We do agree on the Melvin Van Peebles. We've talked about this. You know, he doesn't get credit for blaxploitation, which is crazy, even though he started it. My third would probably be Spike Lee.
Okay.
I agree with that. But my fourth will be Rusty Cundiff.
Wow.
Love Rusty
You know what I
Cundiff.
thought you was gonna say?
Who?
I thought you was going to I thought you was gonna put a female, like a
I
woman.
thought about it, but the thing is,
No.
we have yet to see the finished trajectory of her career. The people that I name are people that I think their legacy is done, and there's nothing more that they could do about it. They're robbed completely.
Wow.
Now we're talking about Ava, who just released. You know what I mean? We don't know what her trajectory is yet.
Well, we'll talk about that. That'll be to be continued. And that's a wrap. So until next time, same feel, new real. This segment is brought to you by Film Hub. Film Hub is the best distribution platform for all indie filmmakers. If you want your material out, meaning your movies or your TV shows, sitcoms, I don't care what it is, make sure you tap in with Film Hub.